Welcome back, my friends, to the Gardening with Calyx channel and to our Flower Show Excellence series. We started the series in the previous video where we presented some tips on how you can select those plants that you think stand a very good chance at winning at a flower show competition. Now, in this second video, we are going to be featuring those relatively small things that significantly increase your chances at winning. We're talking about grooming. But before I get started on grooming, just a short pause to really express appreciation to those of you who liked the idea of this excellence show, as well as those regular viewers who welcomed us back after our 4-month break. And it really was remiss of me not to point out that we took the break for a worthy cause, because we were working on a new series of gardening books aimed specifically at gardeners such as yourself. And the first book in the series is now up and running on Amazon Kindle. It's called Grow Your Future, a practical guide to propagating plants for beauty, food security, and climate resilience. I'll place a link to that book in the description. Back to those grooming tips. As I mentioned, we're not doing anything really drastic at this last stage of the preparation. We're talking about those small things. So let's get started. This is the lovely Dracaena Ruby Red, as we introduced in the first video. We are going to be examining to see what it is that we need to remove, what imperfections there may be on this plant. And yes, because it was growing outdoors, there are a few. This is a sun-loving plant, so it is in moderate to high light condition in order for it to get all these lovely colors you see expressed here. So there are a few little nicks on the leaves. We're going to be removing as many as we can. We don't want to remove too much of the foliage. Then we will have to look to see if there's any aspect of its symmetry, which means balance. Is it balanced in the pot? That we can maybe correct at this point. Things like the pot also. So we're going to go in sequence, and I think the most important part is doing the small amount of trimming of those leaves that are damaged, like this one that you see. So let me get my roll cut. Okay, so the first thing, this is a very dry leaf, so out she goes. Anything else here? This is one that is scorched. Taking that off. The time I'm done, as I say, I hope we're not removing too many. Here is a damaged leaf. This is wind damage. So all kind of anything left on the plant that the judges will definitely not want to see. And any tips? Okay. There's a sunburnt leaf right at the top. Anything else you see that I don't see? This leaf would have been damaged. It's a healthy leaf, but it got broken perhaps in moving it up and down. Okay, we're done with the pruning, and I bet some of you thought that maybe we were taking off too much. Nah, she still looks fairly lush. Next step, cleaning the leaves gently. I'm using a microfiber cloth, and what I'm using today, 1 teaspoon of vinegar and 2 drops of mild detergent in 4 cups of lukewarm water. That's what I'm using today. The mild detergent, of course, assists in breaking down the surface tension, so it's easier for the dust to be removed. This, what I'm struggling with here, would appear to be bird dropping. And I'm doing a light movement, just moving back and forth, and essentially it's all gone. And notice that I'm placing my hand under the leaves to support the leaf. You don't want to cause damage cause the leaf to tear as you are trying to make it look pretty. Now, this is a smooth leaf plant. This has smooth leaves. Just as a warning, you do not, please do not try to clean the dust from any plant that has a velvety finish, that is fuzzy, that has hair on the top. Those plants really do not like to be rubbed. The plant hairs are there for a reason. So do not try to shine your soft, velvety leaf plants. You get the idea. I don't have to do all of this on camera. Moving on to the pot. This plant has been growing in this black pot. This is looks like a 12-inch pot. Pot is fairly clean, but just for demonstration purposes, what you're looking for is to make sure that there are no salt deposits. You can see a bit there, so you try to clean that off. In the case of a clay pot, if there are any cracks, anything like that, you clean as you would any other precious item. You look for the flaws. I'm using the same mixture on the pot that I did on the leaves. So you should end up with a very clean surface. Make sure that there are no items that should be removed from the soil top. We've cleaned it, made sure the surface is clean, the leaves are clean. So the next step would be really looking at the proportioning of the plants in the pot. The three original stems, and this little baby came up and is creating the fullness at the lower level. So these 3 stems are equally positioned in the pot, and as the plant grows and sends out any more side branches, it will end up with a fairly symmetric, uniform shape. It should retain that shape as it goes along. So in terms of the symmetry of this display, it is good at this time. The middle one is a little taller, but that's not a problem. It gives you a nice oval shape. Now what I want to look at, clean black pot is fine, but some of you may have a clay pot, a decorative pot, that you either grow the plant in or up to this stage, or at this stage you want to place it in the pot for aesthetic purposes, and I think that's okay. So let us just try to see which of our pots this plant may look better in. We have 2 choices. Let's see if it fits into this one. What do you think? The black pot is too big, so we can reject that. But it probably looks good, and if you wish to keep it in a decorative pot, what you'd have to do is to repot, take off a few inches at the bottom so it fits well into this pot. Let's try this one to see if it is better. This is a slightly taller pot and it fits in neat. So here we go. Is it worth the effort to now repot with a week or 2 to go? I personally not sure, so it's your choice. The Dracaena Ruby Red is really a beautiful, exquisite, vibrant plant. I selected this one, it's the only one I had in the garden, because it allowed me to demonstrate the various things that we need to do on all of our plants, not just Dracaenas, all of our plants, when we're doing the final preparation for entry into a flower show exhibit. I have no doubt that what we did enhanced the appearance of this plant. Chances are there are going to be nicer Dracaena Ruby Reds on display at a flower show. So it is not that we are lowering the standard. I use this plant so that I can demonstrate the improvements that you can achieve. 2 other plants that I could have used, but I would not have had anything to show you now, would I? And this is Aglaonema, and coming up after that would be Bromeliad Bludinmaniana. And both of those I intend to contribute to the flower show exhibit. not for judging, just to add the color and the fullness to the show. We've come to the end of this grooming video, but just a few reminders that you really don't want to make any of the mistakes that some of us do make from time to time, right in the few days before the show. Please avoid trying to shine your plants by using artificial leaf shine. You're not going to fool the judges. The judges really are looking for healthy plants, plants that have been healthy for most of their life. Also, don't try to boost it at the last minute with fertilizers, yet another sign that it was not well cared for throughout its life. The most important tip at this point, though, is to pay attention to how you handle your plant in transporting it from your garden to the showgrounds. Need not tell you, but there are times when mistakes do happen during that phase. So that's it for today's video. This is the second video in the series, as you said. We have purposefully dealt with these two topics, that is the plant selection and the grooming, earlier on in this series. It gives you enough time to attend to your plants if you are preparing for a flower show in the next 2 to 3 months, as we are here at the Manchester Horticultural Society. The next videos are going to be focusing on more of the judging, the technical aspects of what you as a grower also need to be aware of so that you prepare your plants for judging. Next week's video would be looking at plant classification. We're calling it plant classification made simple. You don't want to miss that. Now, if you know of anybody who would appreciate this information, please share our videos with them. We would appreciate that. We are here to spread the knowledge as far and as wide as it can be spread via the Calyx Gardening channel. So until next week, if you haven't subscribed as yet, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We really appreciate your watching and going along with us on this journey, growing for excellence. Take care. Bye-bye.